You'll get on better with building confidence if you stop thinking about it as a character trait. It really isn't to do with who you are as a person. It's more about the habits that you have and the amount of practice of those habits that you're able to get. If you feel as if lack of confidence holds you back, it is something you can learn. Yesterday, I was in a discussion about confidence and I told a story about a time in my life when I'd taken one of my dogs to a nice dog training workshop. The instructor was super keen to help me with my dog, and they asked me to do something that I knew wasn't appropriate for that dog. The instructor's suggestion was fine. He had no way to know that it wouldn't be a good idea for my dog. I explained it wasn't appropriate. I offered an alternative. The instructor refused my alternative and insisted that I do as he asked. He called in reinforcements in the form of a helper who backed up his view. So I explained why it was inappropriate in detail. I gave him the worst case scenario if his advice went wrong. I asked him how much investment he had in his suggestion. If it went wrong in the way I knew it could, would he be able to pay medical costs? Would he be able to care for my dog if I was injured? Basically, what was he willing to pay to see me do something that I knew was risky? After that, he backed off and agreed that my alternative was adequate. When I'd finished telling my story, someone in the conversation told me they'd struggle to be as direct as I'd been. And so would I years ago. When I was younger, just the thought of something like that would have made me feel sick. I spent my youth hiding away, avoiding hard conversations, knowing I wasn't good enough, and lacking confidence in my abilities. The confidence I have now comes from years of habit and practice. Plus, lots of time watching the people who mentored me have difficult conversations about risk and consequences if things go wrong. By the time I was standing in that workshop, I had years of watching and participating in difficult conversations to draw on. Not only that, but my confidence isn't dependent on always being right and always having things go my way. I've spent enough time building expertise in the things I love most, computer programming and dog training, to know that things go wrong. For sure, understanding risk and putting safety measures in place are important things to do. Once that's been done, then taking a deep breath and doing something is important. Doesn't have to be anything huge, it just has to be something. And then it needs to be repeated over and over again. Confidence comes from the experience of having things go wrong and then fixing the mistakes repeatedly. The habit of not giving up is where confidence comes from. Even if you never quite get to exactly where you want to go, the destination doesn't matter. What matters is experiencing both success and failure along the way. And that's how confidence can be learned. Do let me know what you think.